This process for the America East really started over a year ago with our president. This is a presidential-led initiative, and even really before I got this job, there was a lot of discussion about our brand, both how it was perceived well and how it was perceived not so well. And so last June, in June of 2012, really kickstarted the conversation that this was the time to move forward in this very dynamic environment that we live in today's college sports landscape. This was a time for the America East to really make a move and stand out. And so that's what led to this rebranding effort, knowing that it was going to be a big initiative and that it was going to be change for a league that hasn't seen change in quite some time. And so our presidents have been leading the charge with support from our athletics directors, but that's really the genesis of this rebranding initiative for us.
We're a diverse conference, but we have a number of things that are in common. But I think it was important to really discover what were those elements that really bring us together as a conference? But also, what are those elements that set us apart, that differentiate us from other conferences around the country? And that's why this branding exercise, I think, was so important. We needed to understand those things. And not only understand them, but we need them to help us form an identity for the conference as well. I think a brand is something more than just a logo or a slogan. I think a brand is often how we feel about a product or an institution. Or a conference, for that matter. But it also can be aspirational, too. If we define ourselves and we say, this is who we are as the American East Conference, it also gives us something to live up to work towards. And I think that's extraordinarily important as well.
SME employs a 5-step process called We Build Brands. Step 1 is assess, Step 2 is listen, Step 3 is definition, Step 4 is expression, and Step 5 is engagement. The result of the 5 steps provide clients with a consumer-informed brand positioning and identity that has high appeal to their various stakeholders and constituents, and we believe will increase its purchase intent.
I think the America East schools all have pride in competing with integrity. We want to empower our student athletes to succeed athletically and academically, and in the community as well. And that's what we mean by building the complete student athlete. The complete student athlete is someone who is succeeding academically. Academic achievement is critically important to them, but they're also excelling on the athletic field as well. And that translates into leadership, and that leadership can make a difference in the community, both the campus community and off campus as well. So I think these 3 pillars, academic achievement, leadership on and off the field, and athletic excellence, are really the things that are going to help us push this brand forward and push the conference forward. These are things that really matter to us. These are things that we strive for every day as members of the conference. And that, I think, is what's so exciting about this marketing, and particularly about this new identity, essentially, for the America East Conference.
The new America East Conference logo symbolizes many things. First and foremost, it symbolizes the 3 pillars that the new brand is built upon: academic achievement, leadership on and off the field, and athletic excellence. Further, the new logo is very simple, clean, iconic, fast and young, and representative of the kind of experiences that student athletes and young millennials have, who are the target audience for this brand. The idea of allowing the individual teams to colorize it in their colors was very important. We wanted membership to embrace this. We wanted the students and the fans of those communities and those members' institutions to really feel this is their league, and it's even so much so that it's in their colors. We also were influenced by the professional leagues who do this all the time, especially MLB, where every team is allowed to change the MLB mark on its uniforms, caps, etc., into their colors. So it's a way to engage the local community, fans, partners, and make the lines between league and member a little thinner and a little more friendly.
Yeah, we were impressed with SME primarily because of their work with other collegiate conferences like the Sun Belt, the West Coast Conference, the Big Sky Conference, and the Pac-12, just to name a few. It became clear to us that they understood the interesting dynamic of conferences where you have a group of institutions that are sometimes competitors but also partners. And that was really important to capture the balance of that dynamic. And I think they've done that with the other partners that they've worked with, but we saw that as we continued to do our work with them through the research and through the strategy and the final product. I think they really captured that balance